Hello and welcome to a new edition of Monstrous Design. In this episode we are tackling one of the best bug boys in fictional media, aka Tentomon. Tentomon was one of the original Digimon partners of the first Digimon anime season called Digimon Adventure, where he was the partner of Izumi Koshiro, or Easy if you prefer the dub. I really liked how Tentomon sometimes wished Easy would pay attention to things other than his laptop, but still stood by his side as a friend and had faith in his intelligence and curiosity. Tentomon is a personal favorite of mine among the Adventure cast, and I was happy to see him as a star of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's memory. We will start with the babies. First up is Bobmon, a baby 1 level bubble slime type Digimon with no attribute. Although it looks like it is just pale green bubbles at first glance, it is a bubble Digimon that can move freely and express a plethora of facial expressions. Because its surface has not hardened yet, its defensive power is non-existent and it is equally unsuited for combat. From the portion that looks like a pacifier held in its mouth, it generates tiny bubbles and proliferates them infinitely. As for that proliferation, at one point it started being used for computer virus development, but because its life force was too weak, that was fortunately never implemented. Although its life is fleeting, it is a lovable Digimon baby that lives earnestly. Its specialty is escaping while the intruder's movement is restricted by the adhesive bubbles it generates from within its body. Next up we have Mochimon, a baby 2 lesser type Digimon with no attribute. Possessing elastic skin, it is a soft-bodied Digimon that uses the protuberances on the underside of its body to toddle about. It came to be called Mochimon from inflating its body when it gets worked up, causing it to look like mochi. However, as a result of having a great intellect that couldn't even be imagined from its appearance, its origin is conjectured to derive from a computer's dictionary feature. It understands human languages and it is sometimes seen freely deforming its body like it's trying to return communications. It produces mochi-like elastic bubbles to restrict the opponent's movement. Buzzing its way in is Tentomon, a child-level insect-type Digimon with a vaccine attribute. The original type of insect Digimon who, although it has a hard shell, still has low aggression. It has one hard claw on each of its forelegs and 4 on each of its middle and hind legs, and in particular the middle legs are able to skillfully grab objects just like a human hand. Although the other insects at its evolution level only possess fighting spirit, it still retains its naturally friendly sentiments and displays its carefree way of life by doing things like sniffing the scent of flowers and napping in the shade of a tree. Its special move, which it possesses just in case, is hurling static electricity that it amplified with its wings, called Petit Thunder. Dashing its way in is Kabuterimon, an adult-level insect-type Digimon with a vaccine attribute. It is a fairly unique insect Digimon even among newly discovered Digimon. The details of how it evolved into an insect type are unclear, but it has both ant-like power and the flawless defensive ability possessed by a beetle. Its personality is the epitome of an insect, and because it only possesses the instincts for survival, it has no intelligence, or anything similar. It swoops down on hostile virus Digimon without mercy. Its head has been metallized and boasts the defense of an iron wall. Its special move is called Mega Blaster. Next we have Atler Kabuterimon, a perfect level insect type Digimon that comes in 2 colors, red with a vaccine attribute and blue with a data attribute. The difference between the two seems to be the fact that the blue one is less capable when it comes to flying. It is almost 1.5 times Kabuterimon's size and is quite large among insect Digimon. Also, muscular tissues have appeared on the base of its forelimbs, so its grappling ability has also improved. Its behavior, with the exception of its survival instincts, has been observed to consist of protecting the weak, and there are even times when its behavior has appeared knight-like. Its special move is stabbing the opponent with its gigantic horn called Hornbuster. Blasting its way in is Herakle Kabuterimon, an ultimate level insect-type Digimon with a vaccine attribute. An ultimate insect Digimon that evolved with the data of Kabuterimon and Kuwagamon species Digimon. It has a gigantic horn and scissors, and it can be said that its forms perfectly compensates for the weakness of those two types of Digimon which had opposing natures. Its body shines gold and it has regained and strengthened the flying ability which Adler Kabuterimon has lost, so it rushes about the digital world at supersonic speed. Having now accomplished this ultimate evolution, there are probably few beings who can rival Herakle Kabuterimon. Although I think Grand Kuwagamon might be up for a challenge. Its special move is an enhanced version of Mega Blaster called Giga Blaster. There isn't anyone who won't be annihilated by this technique. And finally we have Tyrant Kabuterimon, an ultimate level insect type Digimon with a virus attribute. It is the king of bugs which governs over all insect Digimon. Its stronghold, the Underforest, exists deep underneath the darkest forest, and it is said that it only moves at night. It is able to manipulate every insect Digimon at will, so it almost never fights in person. Due to the high density chrome Digizoid which compose its shell, it is thought to be impossible for ordinary Digimon to even scratch it. The red hot explosion which it emits from its entire body, called Shino B, is impossible to defend against, and instantly reduces all of its opponents to ash. Also, its B-Cyclone's attack summons all of its insect followers to construct an impenetrable wall of bugs. And that was the video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know which Digimon would you like to see next. Until next time, chill out.